Hello everybody, Matt here and welcome to this brand new video. I know that I look very bad today. I'm actually hungover. I went out last night for my birthday, which is next Wednesday, and I got so drunk, and not that it was my fault, it was the fact that everyone was force feeding me drinks, and yeah, I had a great night, but the result in the end was rather nasty. It was really good and I enjoyed myself. So what I'm doing today, I'm just recovering with this video, and I'm also wearing the beautiful Dreamer by Versace. This is my scent of the day. I'm really enjoying this fragrance right now. It's great longevity because I sprayed this when I first woke up, which was around 1 o'clock. I know I slept in really badly, but I needed it because I feel great now. So, I wore this about 1 o'clock, and it's 6 o'clock now. So, yeah, it's really lasting very well. It's on my hands and it's also on my neck, so just a beautiful fragrance, guys. So yeah, gorgeous. And in this video I'm actually wanting to talk to you guys about my fragrance making dream. It's something that I've always wanted to do. In fact, ever since I first started getting into fragrances and perfumes, I've always wanted to make my own. It's always been a dream. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to read out some of the fragrances which I've had written down for, well, as long as I can remember. These are all fragrances which are based on either memories or fragrances that I just want to make in general. Because I'm actually thinking about making my own fragrances very soon. Now, I'm not like a master perfumer, I've never done it before, but I am going to look at the training for it. I am going to look online at how to do it and stuff, and I wouldn't mind a few ideas on any fragrance sets which are affordable in price. So if you guys could help me with that at the end of the video, that would be great. But for now, I actually want to show you guys some of the fragrances which I'm actually thinking about making. So altogether there's 8 fragrances which I have in idea to make. So these are fragrances which I really want to make. So we're going to start at number 1. Now, the first fragrance is called John, and this is a fragrance that I would like to make based on my beloved grandfather who died when I was 5 years old. So yeah, so it's a fragrance which reminds me of him, something that he would probably smell like. So I'm thinking along the lines of Old Spice, so something that smells very clean, powdery. So in terms of smell, I'm looking for something powdery, leathery, and woody. So I've actually got a list here. I'm actually going to read it off. So the notes I would use would consist of leather, amber, vetiver, and white musk, creating a kind of soapy, woody, kind of leathery fragrance. So this would be a perfect scent for memories of a loved one, and like a grandfather, but very casual and very classy, to say the least. And it's a fragrance which I've always wanted to make, because obviously I really do miss my grandfather. He was a father figure to me growing up, and it would just be wonderful if I could really pull it off. So that's number 1. Number 2, I want to make a fragrance based on an original fragrance for men. So I've got a fragrance here called Sutters Pour Homme. This fragrance will consist of a lot of the notes that are in John. So looking at notes like, added notes of patchouli, oakmoss, and tobacco. So something very strong, but something along the lines with the original John notes, like the leather, the amber, and the vetiver, and the white musk, but creating a soapy, woody kind of tobacco fragrance. So imagine the smell of Michael Kors for men, but with that kind of added soapiness to it. So that's what I would like to consist Sutters Pour Homme based on. So it's a fragrance, again, based on my grandfather. So obviously the name Sutters is a very rare name, so it's not my surname. My actual surname's Hewitt, but here on FragranceMatt on YouTube, I actually call myself Matt Sutters because it's a name which I really want to change my name to sometime. So obviously I just want to follow in my grandfather's footsteps. So these are the main reasons why I want to make fragrances based on him. So we've got 2 fragrances here. We've got John and we've got Sutters Pour Homme. So they're the 2 of them. Now, the rest of them are moving away from the kind of people in my life. So the third one we have is a fragrance which I really want to make called Levels. Now, Levels is a fragrance based on a coffee shop that I used to visit, and it was in a multi-story car park. The shop itself was called Levels Coffee Shop, but it got demolished from the multi-story car park itself got demolished, and the coffee shop is no longer there. So I do have very fond memories of the coffee shop. So like the smell of it, the smell of the coffee and stuff. But in terms of the notes, I would like to make this fragrance based on the notes of coffee, cinnamon, sandalwood, musk, hazelnut, rose. And so hazelnut and rose. So creating a kind of light floral but coffee-based fragrance. So something which really reminds you of a coffee shop, whether it's Starbucks, I don't know, anything like that. So if you imagine the inside of a coffee shop, I would love to make a fragrance based on that. So, but the thing is with Levels, like the Levels coffee shop that I used to visit, really brings back a lot of memories of hanging out with my family. And it was just, we had a lot of good times there, and it was a lovely coffee shop. The people were very heartwarming in there. It was very nice. They did great coffee as well, because I'm a big coffee fan and love, absolutely love it. So I would love to make a fragrance based on that. Number 4 is for a fragrance which I really want to create called Red Curtain. And Red Curtain is a scent that I've always had in mind to create. You name it, I've always wanted to make it. It would be a scent based on memories that I've had experience-wise, being on stage, acting, performing, and, you know, just really being on stage with all those people, and something which really brings me back to that moment. So, in terms of the smell, neroli, clementine, iris, rose, sandalwood, and vanilla. So, kind of creating an oriental style fragrance perfect for a romantic evening. So, just something really warm, something really, loving, very romantic, a very personal fragrance. And the school I used to perform in used to have this big red curtain, so it's the first thing I think of when I think of the name Red Curtain, obviously. So yeah, that's number 4, and that is a fragrance which I've always wanted to make. So imagine the smell of Jaipur Homme by Beau Chiron mixed with a kind of polo red. So imagine that kind of red vibe that it has with a kind of Jaipur Homme spiciness to it. Really strange, but very unique. That's the kind of road I want to go down. Now, number 5 is quite strange, because this is a fragrance which I've wanted to create maybe for the last year. It's called Marble. And as a lover of the marble design, like for example right here I have Balenciaga Pour Homme, I really like the marble design. I think it's a very classic look, and it's really nice to look at. But I've always wanted to create a fragrance called Marble. So imagine the marble effect on Balenciaga Pour Homme, and imagine Michael Kors for men. So imagine a scent which would define the marble effect. So I'm thinking something along the lines of maybe jasmine, vanilla, musk, patchouli, coconut, and various green notes. So creating a very unique green vanilla scent, which will be perfect for a one-off special occasion. So something very creamy vanilla with that kind of earthy feel to it. So yeah, just a very green fragrance with vanilla. So that's what I imagine from this. So I guess it would be a fragrance based a lot on Balenciaga Pour Homme, but just something very unique, something very different, and very, very nice. So a very earthy sort of green fragrance. Nothing like this, of course. That's the one thing I want to do with these fragrances. I don't want them to smell like anything else out there. So yeah, guys, this is my first half of the video, because I am coming up to 9 minutes, so I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. So this is my first half of fragrances that I would like to make. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please check out the second one, which will be coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. See you in the next video.